Children in America spend a huge chunk of their days staring at screens on their phones and other electronic devices. For some, it's an addiction that could follow them into adulthood. And that's why one mother took a drastic step and pulled the plug on her children. Jenna Browder brings us the results of this family's digital detox.
It's the day and age we live in. Technology rules, and sometimes we just need a break. And that's especially true for kids.
We had noticed some behaviors in our kids after screen time that we didn't really like.
Just ask Molly DeFrank, mother of 6, all under the age of 12.
And it wasn't until we fully pulled the plug on all of their screen entertainment, cold turkey, we gave them a break. And it wasn't until we did that it was like removing a filter from our kids. We finally got our kids back. And ever since we have made that decision, I've been helping other parents do the same thing.
Her new book, Digital Detox, the 2-week tech reset for kids, begins by taking parents step by step through a 2-week cold turkey detox for their kids. Talk to us a little bit about some of your strategies to, cut back on screen time for parents. I think a lot of parents are kind of at a loss. They don't know what to do here.
You're absolutely right. Most of the parents I help are great parents of amazing kids, and they're already working to monitor their kids' screen time. They're taking away time for bad behavior. They're adding some back, and they're finding it still not working.
Molly says it comes down to brain chemistry. Too much screen time creates excessive levels of dopamine in the brain, the kind that can be addicting. And for kids, it's a problem that can follow them well into their adult lives.
What you're actually doing is you're resetting your kids' dopamine levels, because when they're scrolling, when they're playing, when they're tapping, their dopamine levels in their brains are excessively high. So real life can't compare. That's why they're complaining of boredom. But when you give them this 2-week window to reset those levels back down to real life, you're giving them time to rekindle a love of real life activities.
Things like playing outside, arts and crafts, reading and writing. The second half of the book helps parents come up with a long-term strategy, using their observations from the detox period. So how often should families do a detox?
And it's going to be unique for every family and child. So once you kind of get that calibrated right for your kids and your family, you should be good for a while. But there have been families who it's gotten out of place again and they've done another detox. And this is great. In fact, a lot of these Silicon Valley engineers and CEOs, they'll give themselves dopamine breaks too. So this is science-based, and the results are really, the proof's in the pudding.
Molly says for most families like hers, it's not about eliminating technology, just making sure it's in its right place.
And most parents find, pretty much every parent who's reported results back to me has said that their kids get along better. They find new real-life productive hobbies, and they're happier. Their mental health is better. It's just across the board beneficial to these kids.
Her own kids are a testament to that. In just 2 weeks, she says they were free from the grip of technology. Mood shifted, creativity exploded, and they learned how to entertain themselves and enjoy life without screens. And yours can too. Molly says it can be difficult at first, but giving your kids a break from technology is something that will pay off for them and the entire family for years to come. In Washington, Jenna Browder, CBN News.
Well, it's not just kids. I think it's adults as well. I get congratulated once in a while by Apple saying my screen time is down. So
yeah, me too.
You want to tell the world what your average screen time is?
No, I don't. I'm not going to share that. But I mean, I was not this week because it's weekly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But no, I mean, I was watching that piece and I'm like, oh my goodness, not just kids need to do a digital detox, but adults as well. I know whenever I take a break, even just from social media, it's great. It really is. So I feel like, yeah.
So you could do without your phone for a good portion of a day.
Well, I don't know about my cell phone. I said social media.
That would be a screen.
That would be a screen, yes.
Can you
but
really?
Just lessening how much I'm on it. I mean, because let's be honest.
Well, it's constantly pinging and dinging and calling attention.
But then, I feel like a lot of people in my generation, a little bit younger, who are constantly, it's almost like.
You're generous.
It's almost like
we're not people anymore.
I don't even think about it, and I check Instagram and Facebook, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even need to check that, but it's an automatic response. So when I purposefully don't go on social media, tell myself no, I find myself spending a lot more time off of my phone.
Well,
So
good for
just
you.
a tip.
Your mother and I are very proud of you.
Thank you.